Hi, it's Michael here on YouTube Guitar Tutorials on YouTube, and we are continuing our tutorial for the Fly Boston version from the Elevation Tour. We're moving on now to the main riff. We've covered the core effects and what they sound like. Then we covered the intro that has the shimmer and very simple to play. And now we're going to cover the main riff. This is a little tricky because it involves a little bit of coordination and some muting between the right and the left hand. Let me play it with effects first, and then I'll turn the effects off. Okay, it's something like that. Let's turn off the effects. I'm going to turn off the delay, and I'm going to turn off the drive for now. We're going to stay in bridge position, and now it sounds like this without effects. Okay, I think I got that about right there. I almost can't play it without the effects and having the delay in there for my timing. And it's kind of strange playing it when it's playing. But essentially, there's been some debate out there as if Edge is playing up and down strokes or all down strokes. I play all down strokes. I've seen one video where it's pretty clear to me that Edge is actually using downstrokes. By using downstrokes, you get a little bit of a more staccato, more choppy or quicker feel. There's no right or wrong. You can certainly play it up and down strokes, but just so you know, on the right hand here, I'm using all down strokes on this riff. And it's on the D string, and it's on the 7th fret, with the 3rd ring finger on the 7th fret, and you're going to be lifting that and letting the 1st finger be on the 5th fret. Okay, just have that first. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the tip of the finger on this 1st finger that's on the D string on the 5th fret, and you're going to mute the A string a little bit. Okay, you don't want the A string to be ringing all the time. That's the trick here. Then, when you play, I'm going to forget the mutes for a moment. Let's just play the very basic riff. Okay. When I do that, this finger is touching the A string so it doesn't ring. But then, after you play it, you're going to hit the open A and let it ring a little bit. So it's like this. And again, this isn't exactly right. I'm trying to just play the basic notes first. And now it comes down and it mutes it back out. So when I'm done and this comes, after I play the A, now unmute, and then come back down and mute it. So when this comes back down, it mutes the string at the tip of my finger. Okay, so it's on the D string, but the tip is hitting the A string. So you get. Now that doesn't sound right. Well, it's not completely right because there's more strokes in there that are actually muted strokes. Let me try to play it fast and slow. Now you probably heard it in there, but it's really subtle, and you'll notice my finger here is moving a lot. And it's because what's happening is I'm taking this 3rd finger, when I'm doing a muted note, it's coming up off the string and just muting it and not playing the full note. And that's where this gets really tricky. So we're going to have to zoom in, I think, for this one. So what's happening, the basics are bump, 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 and then come down and mute it with the tip. All right, there's that tip muting. Those are the basic notes. But it obviously doesn't sound like that. And now it's harder for me to play this slow, so give me a shot. Give me a second here. Let me play it quickly. Okay, so you're going to play the A first twice. And by the way, you want to kind of use, you don't want to have it ring out. You don't want to do that. So after I play the note, notice I lift my finger off to mute it out. So that's important. So you go, okay, so make it really direct and short. All right. Then the third time you hit the string, you're going to keep it up and you're going to just mute hit it. Like that. So I'm keeping the finger released off the, there's not putting pressure here. There it is. And then you add a third one in there. So it's, you're hitting this with the pressure down on the first two. And then with a little less pressure, just a mute. And then push down on the third finger again and hit a note, a third note, fourth, which is the fourth note. So you get, it's harder up here. There we go. And that's where this is going to get tricky, because you're going to be doing a lot of ups and downs, and you've got to time your left, right, your right strumming with your string here. Okay, those are the first four notes. Let's go to the next one. So, you're going to do twice, mute, and then once, and then mute, and then once again. So what does it sound like? Mute, down, mute, down. It doesn't sound right slow. But if you play it on the right timing, and that's what's happening. And so Edge here is playing these downstrokes. See if I can get these both into the camera. There we go. Watch my right hand. And then you lift and go like that. And then the open A. And then mute it, coming down again. I'm going to say note when it's ringing, and I'm going to say mute. Note, note, mute, note, mute, note, 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 mute, note, mute, note, note, mute, note, and then open A. Here we go. I'm going to play it slow with the mic off. And there you go. And it's harder, obviously, as you get faster. So practice that and then just speed up very slowly. Now, again, those are all downstrokes I'm doing. And they're really short. They're not, you're not strumming this way. I'm actually using a very tight short stroke. And, of course, when you put on all the effects, it'll sound even better. Now, he does a couple little tricks here, and this is the way I play them. I'm not sure if exactly how Edge plays them, but he changes this up a little bit. So the first part, I'm going to stay here all zoomed in. Okay, now, I don't know if I can get this right playing it slow, but let me try. Okay, he's going to then do this. You do the main riff, and I'm not going to go into exactly when he does it, but you can listen to the song. But it's about, after a few of these, after a few of those, about 3 of those, on the fourth one you'll go, I think it's the fourth one. One more time. Sometimes I double hit this note here. Dun, 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 dun. Sometimes I mute this note here, sometimes I don't. It just depending on how fast I'm going and how sloppy I want to be. So it's either this or this. I like it probably better with the mute in there. So it's note, note, mute, note, mute, then go to the fifth. There you go. So together the two different, he'll do this first. Let's do it 3 times. And then this time, like that. Then he's going to throw in this little variation. The first variation, and then the regular way, and then this variation. And that's just going down here to the 9th. So, and then go to the 7th, and then the 9th, and then hit the A. So what does this all come together like? I'll try to play it slowly. And that's everything right there. That's it. I'll try to do a zoomed in version for you. Let's see if we can get this one in here. First variation. Or so you do that, and you just do that slide from that G. It's really cool. And then do it the regular way. And now this. Do that again. So that was down, note, note on the 7th, mute, note on the 7th, mute, and then go on the 5th, and then 7th, slide down the 9th, and then go open A. There you go. Playing it, backing it up, so see both hands. Get both hands in here, but zoomed in a little bit more. All right, it goes like this. And there you go. So this riff when sped up. And that's what I like to do at the end of the riff before it goes into the strumming. I like to go that's just what I play to end it. And then you go into the strumming part, which we'll do in a second. Okay, so I think we've covered the main riff. Listen carefully to the cover and to the actual song. You will hear those change-ups. At first, in the very beginning, after the intro, he plays a lot of just the main riff. That goes on for a while. Then when Bono starts singing, listen very carefully to what Edge is playing, because he does those change-ups in there, and it's mostly in the verse of the singing. It's not at the very beginning before the verse starts. At the beginning, it's just doing a lot of bars of. Then, when he starts singing, you start to the actual verse, he'll start something like. Okay, so just listen very carefully to where he's playing those change-ups, and he does repeat that 2 or 3 times in the verses. I think he maybe does that total twice, 3, I forget. After that, then you're going to do the same chords from the intro that we did the picking, this. Those same chords, after the main riff, when he does the chorus, you just strum these. That's about how I strum it and what I think Edge does. So it's. And notice those are both up and down strokes. It's almost harder. It's harder for me to play slow than it is fast. So, but I'm just trying to get you the feel. It's kind of got that da 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 da. So fast. And slow. So he's changing it up there. It's a nice kind of flowing rhythm. Hopefully I played it slow and fast enough for you to be able to pick up on that. Okay, real quick now I'm going to play the main riff and everything we just went through with effects. And then after you do that, when he goes into the strumming, you turn off your delay and you turn off the drive. And I think maybe I leave just a tad, a little bit of delay of dotted eighth, just low in the mix. And then I do the strumming. And in fact, I think what I might do is I go to the first preset where I use the shimmer. I turn the shimmer off because that's my clean preset. And I change the delay to have a little lower mix dotted eighth note delay in that strumming part. So the strumming part that we've already gone through, when I was playing it there, I didn't have any effects on, but there are no effects. It's in the neck bridge position, but there is a little bit, I think, of dotted eighth note delay, and it kind of fills out the strumming a little bit. That's a good stopping point there. After that, he's going to go into this big sound where he slides down the D string, and before they go back into the verse again. So good stopping point here. More to come. Thanks for watching. Hope this is helpful.